The question is, when is the right time to start living instead of merely existing? Every minute you spend feeling sorry for yourself is another minute not getting better. Another morning you miss at the gym. Another evening wasted without studying. Another day burned when you didn't make any progress toward your dreams, ambitions, and deepest desires. You cannot be afraid to disappoint people. You have to live the life you want to live. Sometimes that means being the motherfucker who can put a middle finger up to everyone in the room and be totally comfortable with that. I'm haunted by my future goals, not my past failures. I'm haunted by what I may still become. I'm haunted by my own continued thirst for evolution. It is a lifelong quest for more knowledge, more courage, more humility, and more belief. Because when you summon the strength and discipline to live like that, the only thing limiting your horizons is you. We all owe it to ourselves to stand for something. Principles give us a foundation, solid ground we can trust and build on as we continue to redefine what's possible in our own lives. Some will be put off by your dedication and level of effort. Others will call you obsessed or think that you've gone crazy. When they do, smile and say, "I'm not crazy. I'm just not you." You have been preoccupied by bullshit for way too long. It's time to switch your focus to the things that will slingshot you forward. If you feel wronged by somebody else, you may be waiting on a confession or an apology in order to move forward. But I'm sorry to say the apology, that tearful confession you've been dreaming of, will never come. The good news is you don't need anybody else to free you from your trauma. You can do it on your own. Respect is earned every day by waking up early, challenging yourself with new dreams, or digging up old nightmares, and embracing the suck like you have nothing and have never done a damn thing in your life. When you complain and your mind starts groping for the eject button, you are not bringing your best self to the task, which means you are actually prolonging the pain. People who feel sorry for themselves are obsessed with their own problems and their own fate. Is that really much different than the greedy and egotistical people who want to feel better than everybody else? The higher I climb in my life, the more I realize how much I need to mop that floor, because that's where all the knowledge is. Long before the body goes soft, the mind will have softened. Mental toughness and resilience fade if they aren't used consistently. I say it all the time. You are either getting better or you're getting worse. You're not staying the same. When a half-assed job doesn't bother you, it speaks volumes about the kind of person you are. And until you start feeling a sense of pride and self-respect in the work you do, no matter how small or overlooked those jobs might be, you will continue to half-ass your life. Cultivating a willingness to succeed despite any and all circumstances is the most important variable of the re-engagement equation. Your willingness to succeed builds self-esteem. It broadens your concept of your own capability, yet it is the first thing we lose touch with when things go bad. We have to learn to stop looking for a sign that the hard time will end. Reality can be brutal when all of your excuses are stripped away and you are exposed for exactly who and what you've become. But the truth can also be liberating. Whatever it takes for you to believe that you're better than good enough to achieve your dreams is what you must do. And remember, your greatness is not tied to any outcome. It is found in the valiance of the attempt. No matter your age, abilities, disabilities, or responsibilities, we must all stay committed to finding our new benchmarks. Because not only does that keep your mind engaged and your demons at bay, you actually might achieve things the old you never could have conceived. A prepared mind craves the worst conditions because it knows that pressure brings out its best and exposes almost everyone else. We cannot rely on others to get us to where we need to be. Believe me, I know all about evil and have dealt with more bullshit than most. But if you catalog your scars and use them as excuses or a bargaining chip to make life easier for yourself, you've missed an opportunity to become better and grow stronger. Incremental progress is still progress, I said to myself. One step is all that is required to take the next one. Back in SEAL training, I loved when people froze up and quit. I felt it elevated me in some way, but that was ego-driven immaturity and poor leadership. These days, I consider my business to make everyone better, no matter the job or situation. Every minute you spend feeling sorry for yourself is another minute spent in the dungeon thinking about what you lost or the opportunities that have been snatched away or squandered. When you have a shitty day, it's tempting to call it an early night and try to forget about it. But if you go to bed in the red, chances are you'll wake up that way, and all too often, that type of negativity snowballs. Mine your core principles and come up with your own oath to self. Make sure it is aspirational and that it challenges you to strive and achieve and to live by it every day. I have cracked open anger several times. It has warmed me when I was freezing. It has turned my fear into bravery, and it has given me fight when I had none. And it can do the same for you. It isn't your fault that you were dealt a bad hand, but it is your responsibility. How long will you allow your past to hold you back before you finally take control of your future? Remember, the struggle is the whole journey. That's why you're out there. It's why you signed up for this race or that class or took the damn job. There's great beauty when you are involved in something that is so hard, most people want it to end.